Other than that, I'm going to limit my remarks at this point to introducing NYCLA's president, Stewart Aaron. His timing is a little off, but later, that comes later. Please join me in expressing sympathy to Stewart. The poor man just doesn't have enough to do this year. He's the administrative partner of the New York office of the law firm of Arnold & Porter. He's a leading commercial litigator, and he's the president of NYCLA. Perhaps most important, for the past 16 years, Stewart has been a member of the illustrious author team of NYCLA's legendary treatise on commercial litigation in New York State courts. He even spent some time with his family once in a while, whether they need it or not. Stewart is renowned for his work ethic and dedication. He's provided vigorous leadership for NYCLA since becoming president 6 months ago. For example, he's appointed a number of task forces, one of them on the effects of judicial budget cuts, which has got a great deal of attention recently. Ladies and gentlemen, the president of the New York County Lawyers Association, Stewart Aaron.
So I wanted to begin my remarks by telling you about what I'm not going to do this evening. I am not going to perform for all of you in song. Applause in the audience. If you want to see that, you can log on to YouTube, and if you search under the name Stewart Aaron, you'll see some of my many performances. Or, better yet, you can attend the City Bar's 12th night show at 42 West 44th Street on January 13th, honoring, coincidentally, Mary Jo White. I can tell you now that I am not playing the role of Mary Jo White. Rather, to give you a hint, I am portraying a person she met in the 8th grade. What I am going to talk about tonight for a few short minutes, with your indulgence, is my experience as NYCLA president. As Bob stated, I've been president for about 6 months now, and I've been fortunate in support of NYCLA's mission to do a number of things. I've been fortunate to meet with state and federal judges, some of whom are on this dais, and bar leaders, many of whom are in the audience, to discuss issues confronting the judiciary and the legal profession. I've been fortunate to testify in Albany, to appear on Inside City Hall on New York 1, my very first television appearance, to meet many of you who are in the audience who are NYCLA members at various programs and social events like this one, and even to sing a Peter, Paul, and Mary inspired song on YouTube. NYCLA the past 6 months has been going very strong. Our committees, many of you who I've seen here this evening, are kind of the backbone of those committees, and I truly appreciate all that you do. And as Bob alluded to, we have a task force on judicial budget cuts that's been getting a fair amount of notoriety lately. Among other things, they issued a preliminary report on the effect of the budget cuts, both in state and federal court. There were hearings held. A public hearing was held on December 2nd, where some of you in this room testified, and a survey was done. The results of that survey were published just today. We also have a task force on unemployed and transitioning lawyers, and what we're doing there is we're creating a program for unemployed and underemployed lawyers where they can actually try cases in New York City Civil Court under the supervision of a NYCLA member. In addition, we're creating a program where unemployed lawyers can go to law firms and attend those law firms' CLE and professional development programs. And I thank the many law firms that have signed up for that program and look to sign others up soon. NYCLA's CLE programs are thriving. Over the last 6 months, I had somebody count, and these are statistics that I thank the staff for. We've had 70 programs with over 3,200 attendees. Our pro bono programs over the last 6 months have also been very active. I'm told we've represented 600 clients in the past 6 months. I'm obviously thrilled to be here on an evening when Mary Jo White and Ross Fink are being honored. My thanks to Martha Cohen-Stein, goes by the name Marty, and Rita Warner and their accompanist, Peter DeZosa, for the musical tribute. As I'm sure you're going to hear later in the program, both Mary Jo White and Ross Fink truly are pioneers in the legal profession, and well deserving of the awards that are being given tonight. I'd also like to recognize the various chief compliance officers who are sitting at the dais. They obviously perform a very important role in our financial system, a role that oftentimes is overlooked. Before closing, I did want to thank my partners and colleagues. I got them a seat in the front row here for their support of me and of NYCLA, and I'm serious about that. It truly is an honor for me to work at a law firm that has counted among its clients over the years Fortune 100 companies, victims of McCarthyism, Clarence Earl Gideon, disabled war veterans, and death row inmates, including most recently Troy Davis. And I'd be remiss if I didn't thank my wife, Christine. She had a tough time finding me here this evening, but she found me, or at least I found her. And without you, my love, none of this would be possible. So, just one final thought. During my induction remarks as NYCLA president, I had invoked the words of Harry Chapin, famous, maybe not so famous, singer-songwriter. And one of the things that Harry said was, when in doubt, do something. And for those of you who are not yet NYCLA members, please join us and let's all do something together. And finally, for those of you who work on Twitter, I only started that the day of my induction. My handle is NYCLA PRES, and please follow me. Thank you.